Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Fine.
Offer that's it. Now, I think sir, TT Kasano, he was coming up with a lot of task compositions. Ewoho, Emma fuel pricing. No. Now, what it is that the percent your money ma clear. Taxes ni bebre wo hono mo a okay kanwa any fuel prices. And then prices of fuel has been deregulated. Enti abayin sa enim say yeah price of fuel BRBO because fuel prices has been deregulated and it is purely by the forces of demand and supply. And taxes are also no more of the refinery, the primary district, the storage, levies and a little bit of levies and taxes, market margins, and on the formal the composition. Na yes, boiler tax, electricity, use anyway. But those are not the component that goes into the pricing of fuel. Na emra na TT kasan osia hochire ewo. The truth of the matter is the system itself that we run has been such that government after government there is progression. Emrana ex-President Rawlings Woho, our President Kafui, in his era, there were people who were complaining about difficulties and challenges. We are not retrogressing. We are progressing and moving forward. And his systems and situations might change. Even people who were earning salaries hitherto at that time are now calling for salary increments because the farmer you see today might have become a little sophisticated because ordinary maybe an and we don't expect prices say and Kafui use prices as the base for the economic determinants of this country. Now idea ba kwa many is that over the weekend now we Auditor General Domlevo na on mass speech be war and now sorry and then he was touting say you can't abanya all corruption. His Excellency Dr. Baumud Baumia, the digitization now warrior they are caught into most of these state agencies no they has to say contributing massively to the fight against corruption. It is a mini titi jinaha no mo kofa honorable Abuga Pele no mo de nebe yes scapegoat to the bepipa omanim gwase say enontino yetumi prosecuting intino is telling us how we are resolute in prosecuting our owner. Offer I beg to differ. And when they left, there have been several of the issues, but for me, what I am very much interested in and interested about on the issues is that in our honesty, the old boni panese enipano wabokronua, you got to prove it because once you set up investigations, now investigations be prove say adiana mo kan fe nipa no yes you don't expect say investigating report na ba no stinchina yankoso because yen ya yete abonten no ya adwene ni this was our mindset and this is our mindset intino there ye pese ekoni then it means that the nipa no kra no mu buane for once you have not even listened to his case. This is what the NDC is preaching. But for me, I believe that chichiro mine they know it. But of a propaganda, we would need to throw the dust and then begin to hop and go around the market and begin to pick prices of goods and prices of commodities to come and determine the but I don't know it is the collective prices of those basket of goods and services and it determine the rate at which inflation is affecting our currency. Because 10 cedis what is the rate of inflation on that 10 cedis in my pocket? Previously, not at the same. Previously, when inflation was in the double digits, na mikita 10 cedis and nesikano no nyam wo form essence and mikita no. And that is what people don't understand. But when inflation is single digits now, and you say you can buy more basket of goods and services than you used to be before. And prices will not remain stagnant. Prices will automatically change. Because automatically, and most of these prices offer, once it's being determined by the forces of demand and supply, no, sometimes the seller himself cannot predict the price. Because at the end of of a year baby into season ya and body baby busu and then me near titi. So me matiwa bana me question me krasi kakra na me the body e brenwa obeka chem se body no kwa wakoto bi kra ma na brosunti. It doesn't need it. That is when there is an availability and therefore you don't have the market for it. And the prices automatically will go down. When there is no availability, it is people that are determining what price they want to buy the product for, and then it pushes the sellers of those products to also go with the prices that is being quoted in the market space. And see, Antinia Manasi say, na yesi anu ni yedi susudua ese anu ntino president nkonko fixe economy no a or fixe economy no dokuno ya obi abo a okoton broda obi kwa koton against the flag of a me submission. I was here when I was saying, say, the factories we have now that are running, the issue is we will need to sit up and look at the country that we call the agrarian economy to go deep into our resources and see how we can still boost the growing of our raw materials.
But Bina, I'll say the Dawa Industrial City was completed by JM, and it is largely completed with tarred roads, drainage, and electricity. All we have to do now is to send the industries there, Engineer Clement Amole, and Odebaye. How come say a no money be you never complement industrialization, ramp up the manufacturing base? As a nye the young common, Aden.
Offer Sansam no na ba na minya kakra because His Excellency President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo obaye ya projects bebre wo hono mo a enyo no na started but all or the can initiative who are all complete. And I always
say one videos some dey abey ya be ma ko gina ensoko at the time
hospital
dey aba the latter part of 2016 Don Dramani Mahama ko bia no buy up to now.
Offer no JDM say no ya na commission here.
I said no. 3 months to 2016 election. And omoye day JM a commission here. But since then yamfanye hwe aden.
Offer ebini UGMC University of Ghana Medical Hospital here NDC for under JDM ACA of the hospital itself Rational Commission na enye adwuma because
the school dying na be nkunya guma say the school is not functioning.
Iti
the hospital and the equipment boom. You say it's a hospital.
If it is functioning ya buy no nke be ye adwuma hospital it was not operating.
Who shares that Joy FM report now exposing Minister of Health?
It was not operating, was it?
When they exposed the Minister of Health, watch that Joy FM expose. Don't do that. Don't do that. Give credit to where it's due. And when it is in your favor, I will do same. You know me, I don't do propaganda.
I know.
So when you're doing that to us, I feel bad. UGMC was building us in Soko Hospital. I mean, you're raising because oh, well, but where the more the Mekwa when wash is in your hospital by fans now. What again is nicer than this? When we are building a government,
automatically, once this thing has come up, you say, but
you are going to make reference to UGMC to try to make it look like UGMC was incomplete. Just say in Soko was incomplete. My brother, Dumjano, na come Papa Ghana for people in Soko are listening to you, Titi, and they'll feel hurt. Titi,
the na make me way Eddie Abane say UGMC, you commissioned it. UGMC mo commission na starting ya adwuma. Eti ene UGMC ya adwuma anameboa. Eti ene UGMC ya adwuma. It means that we have added on to adwuma mo ba be ye. It is so insane.
Bank of Ghana Hospital.
Bank of Ghana mo ye wie na nya adwuma.
What does it mean by nya adwuma?
Sit him say make say nya adwuma. It was not something that was operational na nkrofo ko hokoji ayare.
But that's what it is. When you finish a hospital, there are other things that come with it.
100%. I am happy you are now bringing the issue up. I am happy.
So are you saying that you don't commission a project because the project is not in motion?
The moment you commission, it's supposed to drive productivity. So who commissioner, then it's supposed to drive productivity. So now it is adding on. It is a kasi commissioner. I don't know. It take it off. Now when you say when you recruitment in you, who would you acquire head of the no Osimakwa commission because ye be a bekwa about 20 no me too mirika kwa akoye.
Yo, yate. Ya monkoso.
These are the issues. These are the issues. Entity. Say soko we ya wakwa akofa bay.
It's a good
project. And then certain.
I don't think
regional hospital.
I don't think Sika government the best shame they are starting hospital.
Okay, ma yanko.
Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.